Hey guys, I'm back. This is your girl Rebecca Saint Pierre, and I'm here with another video with the flower theme, guys. And I know that this is different for me, and I am trying to do the video as consistent for you guys. And the flower that I have for you today is this one. Yes, it is so beautiful. It has some orange, yellow undertone with some red, the petal as well. So we also have some green leaf. So let's see what we're going to do with this. So come back with me and let's make this look happen. See you guys soon. I think it's time for me to introduce myself. I know you heard the name, I know you know the theme of this series, but there's a lot of things you don't know about me. So let's get to know me. So my name is Rebecca Saint Pierre, born and raised in Haiti. Yes, I came in the US at the age of 13. And guys, it was culture shock for me. I was very shocked because that's not what I expected, and it was something different. But I was very grateful. When I came to America, I was still in middle school. By the time I graduated high school, I was still confused about what I wanted to do, because while I was in high school, meanwhile, I was in nursing. I was in first responder, so I was in the health field. But I felt like my calling was something else, because while I was in high school, I used to do hair and makeup, but not fully makeup. I used to do more like bras. You know how back in the day we used to draw bras, clean them, and make it look good. Not like how I'm doing my bra right now in this video, but it was a little bit more simple. And while I was in high school, I used to do this. My friends used to always ask me to do their hair and makeup. But when I graduated, again, did I tell you I was Haitian? Yes, born and raised. So all I heard from my parent was, you need to go to school, you need to go to school. And as an Haitian immigrant, one thing that your parent always push on you is being a doctor or lawyer, a nurse. Every other degree is dead. I don't know who created it, but Haitian never knew about it, because they're gonna push for you to be a doctor or a nurse or a lawyer. Okay. And listen, I love the idea, but I felt like it wasn't my calling. So because of that, I chose to travel first. I traveled for a couple of months after high school, and I started in modeling. And while I was modeling, I had to do a couple of shoots. So I met a couple of makeup artists, an agency I was with, and they did my makeup. And that was my first time getting my makeup done professionally for a photo shoot. So you have to think about it. I'm expecting the best of the best, the most beautiful look, because this is not what I do. But in my culture, we're not really about the makeup. It was really about put on a little powder, lip gloss, and call it a day. At the end of the day, I had to get my makeup done and do my shoot. And makeup artist came, and it was a white woman. And again, like I tell you, it is different to me. I was wondering, is she able to do my makeup? Will she be able to accomplish what I need? So she did my makeup. Yes, it was okay. It was not great, but it was okay. And again, because I was such a girl that was all about putting a powder and gloss on, I felt like this was just a lot of product. I felt like it was heavy. I felt like it wasn't looking like how I wanted it to look like. So I decided to go in the bathroom and wipe some stuff off. When I got back home, I started thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I need to just start playing with my makeup, with my face. It still wasn't it, because I still didn't know what I was doing. I still didn't know the skill. But I started just practicing certain things. And I ended up going to school, college. When I got to college, I was still feeling lost, because I felt like it was not my calling. I was doing great in school, but I was not happy. So I chose to speak with my family and friends, and because I felt like the school advisor wasn't helping, and I decided to just talk to somebody in my family. And the first thing they told me was, do something that you love and make sure that it can feed you and your family. But my mom was more like, hey, you going to school for nursing. And I was just like, no, mother, I love you so much, but this is not for me. So I quit being a nurse. Yes, I dropped out and went to cosmetology school. Yes, I went to cosmetology school. I don't think I need to say the school because I'm not getting paid for it. But if you do want to know, you can leave me a comment. I went to school for cosmetology and I was in love. I was in love with everything. Learning about our skin, learning about color, learning about every little details was the best feeling ever for me. And I found joy. So I started doing hair because in cosmetology, you learn about nail, hair, skin, and some of the barber. So it's barber class as well. So I was into coloring with hair. And the more I was doing it, I started liking it. And by the time I got to the makeup class, I was breathtaking to see that what we can do with makeup. So I chose to continue learning more about it. And I started playing with makeup more and more every day. And by the time I was in cosmetology school, I was working at a beauty supply. Yes, I'm telling you all the tea you need to know about me. So, oh my gosh, I'm looking at these colors. They are so cute. You guys have to wait to see what I'm about to do. But let's go back to this story that we're talking about. So, I was breathtaking and I started playing with makeup. I started exploring with makeup and I wasn't great at it, but working in a beauty supply and you actually have access to different product that's there. So I started with small brand store, beauty supply brand, just doing my little eyeshadow, doing my little makeup. And every time I came to work, somebody will say, hey, I like this color. Hey, I enjoy this. So for me, it was just experience different color, experience how you do your face, your eyes. And the more I was doing it, the more I was enjoying it. So going back forward, like while I was in cosmetology school, I ended up starting doing the girls' makeup at the school, doing my makeup to come to class, because we're going to be cute, baby. Yes, we are. So one day we had the most amazing thing that happened. We had a day that people can actually come and show us their skill in school. And when I had one of the person that came, and I can't say her name too, sorry, because I did not ask for consent from her, but she came to the school and she was showing us different things that she does in her everyday. You won't imagine what she used to do. She was a makeup artist on set for music videos. And kid you not, I'm not playing. She came in and saw me and she was like, oh, I like your makeup. And that was the only thing she told me. So I'm a person that's very focused when I'm in school. So I was in school just like focused, paying attention to every details that she's teaching, what she's talking about. And the next day I came to school, my professor called me aside and she was like, I need to speak to you. I said, what is it? I thought I was in trouble, guys, but how can I get in trouble? I'm always being a good girl in school. So I chose to hear her out. And the most exciting moment for me was that moment when she opened her mouth and started talking to me. She basically told me, hey, the makeup artist that was there during our field trip actually requests to hire you as an intern for music videos. And everything was so exciting. Listen, I was like, what do you mean? Like, you gotta understand, like, when you're excited and you don't want to show it, you don't want to talk about it, but you low-key like inside jumping, that was me. And I don't know if it was God at that moment that just like told me to calm down, but I was calm, but I was receiving all the blessing. So I was an intern for one of the most video that people actually watch. and it was with Drake, Lauren, Rick Ross, and DJ Khaled. All of them was on set. So imagine my first job as a teenager. I won't say teen. As a young adult, I was there doing makeup for the models on set with the main makeup artist in her trailer, looking at this new life, doing makeup for the girls that's going to be in their music video. And I was very excited because imagine you never prayed on that yet, and God just opened doors to show you what He can do for you with the skill that you are gaining. And I wasn't even graduated yet, so that gave me more motivation. So I did 2 music videos with them. And after we did the music video, she was very proud of me. My teacher was excited because she was like, this is the first for somebody to just, in school, and you're in makeup class, you're not even done, you're in cosmetology school, you're not even done with your class for them to want to hire you. So I did my part. I enjoyed it. I did the makeup. I met the artists, and I'm talking about I shook Drake's hand. Okay, I said it out loud, and this is probably the first time I'm saying it on the mic. So if you're not watching this, you're not gonna know. So I did shake Drake's hand, and the best part about it was speaking to his makeup artist at that time. She saw me. She saw how much I had a drive, how much I was excited to be there. She basically was like, hey, just keep going. You never know where you can get with your skill. So again, just knowing that I was in that place, I was very thankful. After I was done with this, yes, I continued school. I did not quit. And listen, a lot of people probably would have been like, deuces, I done met all the superstars, Lil Wayne, Drake, DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and I can name all of them. And after all of this, I was very excited, but I went back to school to finish cosmetology. So when I finished, I was very pleased to know that, hey, Rebecca, you can do hair, makeup, nail, and cut men hair. So I was ready for the world. Okay, yes, if you don't know, you don't know, but I was ready for the world. Did you miss this? I'm creating flower with a bag. So I put water inside of bag and use P. Louis. Yes, this is the P. Louis base. It's like a concealer, but also they have color base that I'm creating the flower to look like a flower on the side of my face. Okay, let's go back to the story. So I know this is not what you want to hear, but it is best for me to tell you about myself instead of you hearing it from somebody else's mouth. So after I finished cosmetology, I had to take my test. You take your test, and I was like, I'm ready for the world. But one thing people don't tell you is you need to gain customer. Yes, you're ready for the world, but you have to have experience for a lot of places. But God was not stopping opening door for me. He was ready to open the next door. So I graduated and decided to continue working at the beauty supply. So I started getting clients from the beauty supply. They would see my hair, they'd see my makeup, but I was doing more hair, not even focusing too much on makeup at that point. It was hair. And I'm talking about sewing, lace front. I was doing lace front at the store and all. And when I left the beauty supply, and it was just because I felt like after I gained all this knowledge from school, I had to go to my next step, my next level in life. And it was to get a job in the career that I just gained. Unfortunately, it's not easy to get that in Miami because there's a lot of shop, but a lot of time they want you to have experience. So what did I do? I started creating my own experience. I started working for myself part-time. I was working a regular job and doing this part-time. And I am grateful that I did that. Because when you don't have a business, you don't know how to run a business yet. So I started little by little just doing makeup for a photo shoot, working with good photographers as well. And I could name one that I know that he won't have a problem. Spec Photography. He was one of the first photographer I started working with, and he's based in Miami. And guys, we had an amazing time. Every time we took a photo shoot, we had photo shoot, and I not gonna lie, he was the first person that I remember that gave me that chance, because a lot of time people want to see what you have, what you can do, but because I was my first model, I was my first client, I was my first canvas. So whenever I walked out, you saw my makeup, you saw my face, my hair. Of course, you're gonna want to hire me, and he did give me that chance, and I'm grateful because he had opened that door for me and allowed me to work in his photo studio with him, and I will be on call. I was able to gain a lot of skills for lighting, how to take pictures for my clients, and so on. So fast forward in life, I started working in the salon, and I started also being mobile and traveling to client, doing weddings, doing a photo shoot, fashion week. You can name it, I have done it in this industry. Music video, short film, and my first gig when I started working on TV before I named any other place was Mikosuki Magazine TV, and it was in Channel 7. And I remember the day that I had my first episode air out and my name pop up on screen. It was, oh my gosh, I felt so great. I felt accomplished. I felt like everything that I have done it was for a reason. So, and always hearing my mom say, oh, how are you going to feed yourself with this career? Because in Haiti, yes, it's a big career, but you don't make that much. So she was always worrying about that. So this is the reason, was like, hey, I want you to do better. And I love that because it didn't stop me. I went to the next level. While I was working on set, I was doing makeup for clients and everything. I went back to school and got me a bachelor degree in business management at Kaiser University. Yes, I went back to school because I wanted plan A, B, C, D, whatever I can get, just to make sure that my career is aligned together, whatever I'm doing. Because when you have a bachelor degree in business management, you kind of learn a lot of things about how to manage a business. Go with your gut. And anything that you do it because you love it. Don't do it just for the money. Find love and peace and happiness in it. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I am back, and I love the look. I love the color. As you can see, I did exactly the color that I told you guys I was going to do with the flower. So see you soon, and make sure you follow, subscribe, and like. Bye guys.